New Super Mario Brothers. Whee!
Hello, welcome to LTM Reviews. You get you caught up on the oldest movies. Welcome back to my Warner Brothers animation marathon. We are now... how many movies have I done so far? Like 5, 6? I think this is my 7th movie. I can't remember, but today for the marathon, I am now going to talk about Storks. So Storks was a movie back in 2016, and it was a box office hit. It was the second movie to be released by Warner Animation Group, the same people who also did the Lego movie. And, you know, it kind of makes sense because, you know, after this movie, we have a couple more Lego movies, which we're going to get to, which I'm going to get to. But today, let's talk about Storks. So Storks stars Andy Samberg as a bird, a stork, and I forgot this one girl, which I forgot her name, and the actress that plays her, because to be honest, she's kind of bland, but we're going to get to that. So you get Storks is basically, you have this company where instead of delivering babies in a basket, you deliver babies in they're now a packaged mail sort of business. You know, they put babies in a box and they deliver to the parents, which is very creative. I love the setup for this movie. But one day, one of the characters screws up this machine that helps create the babies, and then this little baby comes out of the machine that they create, and they have to deliver to the parents before the boss finds out. And that's the whole movie. It's a buddy road trip movie, just trying to deliver this baby and going through all these obstacles. Kind of think Ice Age, but with storks, if you want to put it like that. So, what are my thoughts on this movie? Well, I do remember actually seeing trailers for this movie, much like most of these movies. I do remember seeing trailers for this movie. And I actually really wanted to go watch this movie because, like I said, it's got a good cast and it had a really great premise. But then again, I was in high school when this film came out, and I just kind of had some sort of lack of interest because I was taking a break from kids' movies at the time. Though then again, I'm trying to relive some of these memories. So, like I said, it was my first time watching this movie. And what I think of Storks, it's okay. Not great, not terrible, but okay. A serviceable kids' movie. But it's just kind of disappointing compared to the Lego movie, which came out a couple of years before this movie. And let's start out with the writing. The weakest part of the movie is the writing. I thought we've seen this buddy story 1,000 times. It's kind of generic to me, and like I said, we've seen this in movies like Ice Age or Monsters Inc., where they have to protect this kid from these crazy people, and we have to take him back home. And I'll give Storks this. They try to add a little bit of new stuff, which I won't spoil, but it just didn't work for me. The writing just felt very weak to me, and it just didn't seem to work well with me. The characters, although not horrible, are kind of bland and generic. But the casting is really good in this. Like, you had Andy Samberg, Jordan Peele, and Keegan-Michael Key were in this movie. Jennifer Aniston. You had a lot of great people involved in this movie. So, to be fair, it's got a good cast. The other thing I would like, the other positive I will say is that the concept is very creative. Like, this is a great setup. Instead of delivering babies in a basket, you deliver babies in a package and you deliver it to the parents. And it really works here. That's a really great idea. It's like a business sort of thing. I mean, we've seen Storks in other cartoons before, and they've done concepts similar to this, but not like this, and it's very creative. And I will say this is probably the best way to use this concept. But it feels poorly wasted here because the writing isn't that good. There are some funny moments, like mostly from Keegan and Michael Key's characters as the wolves, but that's about it. And they're probably the only two characters I actually cared about in this movie because they're really funny in this, and they're probably some good side villains. The other characters are kind of bland. Like the boy and his parents were not very interesting. It's just a little boy wanting a brother or sister, and it just, I don't know. I've seen this somewhere before, but I just can't put my finger on it. It just felt very bland to me. You could have gotten a better story with this sort of thing. But much like Trolls, well, it does look nice. The writing is the weakest part, and that explains and that's basically Storks. Like I said, the humor is all right, but not very funny and kind of childish to me. Let me think. That's good. The voice acting is decent. I'll say that. Like I said, this movie has a great cast, and it's got a big cast too. There's a lot of people in here, very familiar people, and I do like some of the animation's all right. It's really cartoony, kind of like it's something like Hotel Transylvania or Claudia with a Chance of Meatballs, but maybe not as cartoony good. But it's pretty close. It's passable. Let's see. The soundtrack is all right. Some of the songs are pretty catchy, and I do like this one bird singing How You Like Me Now, which is pretty funny. I mean, it's cringeworthy and it's kind of pointless, but it's really funny in a strange way. So overall, I don't hate this movie, but it's just a missed opportunity because this movie had a lot of potential. And while there is some good things about the movie, like the animation and the voice acting and especially the cast, that's not enough to save this movie because, like I said, it just lost all of its potential, and I really wished they would have done more with it. And the movie just felt like Monsters Inc. and Ice Age, but not as clever. I don't hate the movie, and it's not bad, and I can see kids going into this. But as a follow-up to the Lego movie, it's kind of a disappointment. I'm going to give this movie a 6 out of 10. It's not bad, it's not good, but it could have been better. Alright guys, that was Storks. Next time, I think we'll be looking at one of the Lego movies. It's either Lego Batman or Lego Ninjago. I don't know which one came out first, but anyways. What's your favorite animated birds movie? Please subscribe, comment below, let me know. This is LTM signing out, and I'll see you guys next time.
You bought it from an Air Mall catalog. Oh, great. Dear Tim and Moby,
the things I do for love.
Peace.